What up? How are we all doing today? Get this shared over. Lit. Welcome to another MJS Daily Recap. What's happening? I'm excited. Don't know why. I mean, I had a pretty good day. That's an interesting way to describe it. I mean, it was a good day. I think every day is a good day for me, honestly. I really want to talk about all that, and I'll try to get to it at the end. That's normally where I like to place my thoughts. So let's run through the stuff that we did, and then we will share some other things. So first thing we did was our focus was publishing and promoting FPP 57 with Steve Gregory. Surprise, surprise, that was the guest. It is right here. Put that on mute. So this is pretty good. It's got 90 views already. That's solid. I'm gonna paste it in here. If anybody that didn't get a chance to go see it yet, go check that out. I would appreciate that. That's our latest episode. I mean, great content. I can't, that's relatively straightforward, but I really enjoyed the talk with Steve. Personally, I learned a lot more about him than I knew before because we just kind of knew each other from ball hockey and stuff like that. But 2 hours, it's worth the listen. You don't even need to watch it. There's nothing crazy going on the screen. Just throw it on in the background. So I like to listen to my podcast. So, but that was great. I'm very excited about that. I promoted that, published it, promoted it, all that jazz. And like we said, we already got 90 views on the YouTube video. So awesome. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate that. I watched the Entreprenerd live stream. So that's Max Mirho. We'll shout him out because he's a good friend of mine. I like to put other people on. Make sure you go check him out. He's doing kind of similar stuff that I am, but he's much more experimentative with a lot of things that he's doing. He uses a lot of different resources and tools and all that sort of stuff really just build a lot of shit. Like, he just built a Minecraft server that I'm part of that is like a co-working environment. I mean, I don't know where he come up with these ideas. They're fucking genius. So he's doing that, and then today he was launching an agency. I mean, it's just like crazy. Like, I think I'm doing a lot, and he's another dude. So I watched him kind of launch like a little startup agency. I don't know if I don't think he posted anything just yet on it, but it has like its own, website and stuff like that. So that's interesting. Honest to God, I might end up using that because what his service does, to go off on a tangent quickly, he is building an agency for people just like me who have podcasts and have long form content. Okay. So imagine you have a 2-hour long episode, right? 2-hour long podcast episode with a guest. There's probably pieces in there that are really good, like minutes, couple minutes, 30 seconds or whatever. So what his agency will do is take that, big content, go through it and like find engaging pieces and then pull them out of there and make them into little consumable videos. And I am desperately in need of that because I've been telling myself to do that for months, and I haven't been doing it on AM and the PM or Fuel by Progress or my stuff. And it's just because it's ridiculously time consuming. So it is something that I'm considering paying for, but I also feel like I need to be making money in order to do that. So it's just a fucking mess. So I'll talk about that though more because that was kind of like on my head all day, those types of things. This was interesting. Received our, if you're following the Google Pixel Buds saga that never seems to end, it was originally with the actual device itself, and it not being released and all that sort of stuff. But now we had the little sticker thing. If you saw that from a couple of days ago, we sold that. Some dude in California. Thank you, buddy, appreciate you for buying that. But today we got in the mail a little silicone case. So it's like, the Pixel Buds are in there. So that's kind of cool. And it just kind of goes over the thing. This thing was $6, okay? And it's the best $6 that I've ever spent, truthfully. I'm very happy with that. I'm super excited because it's whatever. It's exactly what I needed. I wish I didn't blow $20 on the fucking stickers. That was stupid, but whatever. It's kind of funny. I always always like to call myself out when I'm an asshole, so that was funny. But happy about that. That's awesome. Hopefully, too, that is truthfully, again, I've been making so many changes to my workspace and my productivity setup and everything like that, and it is basically done at this point. The only other thing would be the speakers, and there's no real reason to change that other than to get the subwoofer off the floor and just have like 2 speakers or whatever. But I honestly don't even want to do that because I can't find good ones that I want that are red, so it doesn't matter. Honestly, with that, I was trying to take some photos of this setup because I'd like to share it with people. Like a lot of people posted on Reddit the things that they do and the like their setups and everything like that. I haven't done that yet, but I think that this is a pretty cool one, and I'd like to just share it with anybody, and then also like share like the items themselves. So if you want to pick up, like if you think one thing is cool, like this microphone is cool, like you could pick that up, that type of stuff. And of course there'd be affiliate links, so like you would pay the same price and I would get a commission of that. That would be kind of the idea there. Just different ideas and stuff like that. Just almost like product reviews, but not really. Just kind of, this is what I have. So if you like it, cool, go buy yourself something. But I was taking some pictures and I'm trying to get that. So very soon I will have some content on that because we are actually done now. That is pretty much everything. I think I can't think of anything else that I really have to buy. So that is awesome because I'm tired of spending money. I want to make money now. But yeah, so with that though, that's kind of funny. I accidentally bought 2 pairs of gloves yesterday. Nice. I was buying hockey gloves because I need a new pair. The old ones are getting kind of worn. And I was talking about this yesterday. Some other hockey equipment, so what I was doing was I was on Dick's Sporting Goods. I pressed place order, and then I realized in the top right that I had the Rakuten. I don't know if anybody uses Rakuten. It used to be Ebates before. It just gives you like percentages off, like cash back on online purchases. And I realized that it was for Dick's, and I could have got like a percentage off or something like that. So as the order was being placed, I clicked that button, and then it said there was some sort of error or whatever, and it couldn't process it, but apparently it did process it because I saw today that I'm getting 2 packages sent to me. So not the end of the world. I mean, I used the gloves, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. So all that stuff should be coming, all the hockey equipment and everything. After, it was probably like in the afternoon sometime, I had taken care of all the FBP stuff, promoted it, and, shared everything around. I started on processing AM and the PM 26. So that's the next episode of AM and the PM. That is a guest episode with Rachel and Michael. That's a great couple. We had a lot of fun. Honest to God, this is probably one of the best AM and the PM episodes so far. We actually had like some snacks. Like they brought like weird food from the Strip District, and it's actually like an extremely funny segment with us trying different foods. It's very strange, but it was a great time, and that'll be up tomorrow at 3. The YouTube video is already uploaded and being processed, so it should be available in 4K around 3 tomorrow, and we'll release it and everything like that. All I have to do is like do the descriptions and stuff, and then we'll be good there. So happy that I did that now and not tomorrow morning. I actually have a phone call for Find It Tech tomorrow morning, so a website project that I'm doing. So yeah, but yeah, so that's part of the day tomorrow. I did this, so I should actually, let's see here. I should bring up my Instagram, and I don't need that. Let me take this, put it here. So there's my Instagram. Follow me, please. Thanks. So like I was saying, here's my Instagram, and I put this post on here, and just go check it out because it doesn't. We don't have any volume or whatever. But all of this basically says is it's a little video saying that once we get to 100 followers over on FBP Apparel, which hopefully soon will be fueled by progress, if I can negotiate with our gentleman that has that currently, that would be great. But once we get to 100 followers, I want to do a giveaway. I bought this pop socket. It's one of 2. Amanda has the other one, and I don't use pop sockets. So I want to give this pop socket away along with a couple stickers. And I just want to do something cool. So once we get to 100 followers, then I'll do something where it's like a giveaway and you have to like follow and do something like that. And I'll pick somebody at random and they can get the stuff. So hopefully I don't have to like ship it too far or anything like that. But mostly I think we're people in the area now. So shouldn't be too big of a deal anyway. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we got going on there. So that's kind of cool. I put that post up there today. I shared it across our stuff. We haven't done this segment in a while. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, so I just shared out the episode there, and then I share out the story. That's cool because you can kind of like click that and go straight to Spotify and listen to that. So that's cool. That was the FBP apparel thing, and this is food that I had at Red Lobster. Yeah, I always like to share food. I think I missed my calling, and I should have done like a like some sort of food blogging thing, but I could just do that with everything that I'm doing anyway. So yeah, and then Amanda and I went to the gym tonight. That was kind of I don't know. I kind of want to talk about that too, just like personal sense. Amanda's been going crazy with fitness and everything like that. I'm so proud of her, and I'm just like, I play hockey, and like I should go to the gym more. It's bad. So I'll talk about that. Lots of random things to talk about here at the end. Posting the giveaway, deleted some old files on the computer. It's just a pain in the ass when you have like a lot of footage and like you have project files and all this sort of stuff. It's really like annoying to try to take care of all that and keep it in place. So I took care of that though. Like I said, dinner and workout with Amanda. I just dropped off the Civic for probably a shit ton of money in I'm sure like probably best guess would be like $400, $500 of like inspection, oil change, and whatever the fuck is wrong with the front that it's like vibrating a little bit. So that's great, but oh well. All right, so I got a lot of random things to talk about. So let's just dive into this here, and I'll just go back to this. Why not? Okay, so first thing, I have a thought on web development clients. Okay, so I'm doing like I'm trying to talk to different people about like websites and stuff like that. For those of you who don't know, I have a website. I have a business, makes websites. Most of them are for myself, but I also have like the structure and everything like that to do it for other people. So let me just pop back over here for a second. This is the website right now. I'm not super proud of it. There's problems. There's things that I should probably like fix on here, but I mean, it does the job for now. This is it. It's findittech.com. There you go. Go check it out. Thanks. But anyway, so that's the site, that's the company, and I try to get clients occasionally. Like I don't really prospect because I'm doing other things like FBP, AM and PM, personal brand things, all that sort of stuff. But it's still a big part because it's kind of like the backbone of everything that I do. It's so cool that I was able to just spin all that up, start that little business, get some clients here and there, and then utilize the resources there to actually build the stuff that I want to build, like my personal site and FBP and all that sort of stuff. So that's been hugely advantageous. Dealing with clients is kind of really annoying. I've talked about this several times. Service-based businesses are just not fun for me most of the time because I just feel that like I'm not at a place yet where I'm understanding and like putting into place enough like my worth, like my value. Like I'm not putting a price on that like decently enough, if that makes sense. And then it just leads to a bad, not like a bad experience, but like just like an uneasy experience most of the time because it's like, well, I think that I'm worth this, but I'm not really saying that directly. And then the client, it's just managing expectations. I talked to actually on the live stream today with Entreprenerd, like I was talking about. He's trying to do this agency, and the question came up, well, do you put pricing on your website, like up front for a service base, like something like he was doing where he's, clipping out content, or for web design, do you put your like how much a website costs on the site, or do you not? A lot of places don't, but I think honestly, if I'm going to do it, then I have to be completely transparent and upfront about it because I want, if people come to me and do websites and want a website, like I want them to know basically everything that's going to happen before they even talk to me because like I don't have time to explain it to them, which I would more than happy do that. But what I'm saying is like, I want the expectations to be managed. It's like, I don't want to build a website for fucking $50. And if you want a website for $50, then we're not going to be a good match. You should probably go to like Fiverr or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that is the point. That's one of the points. And the other point is like, okay, well, if I'm like, I was reading kind of like sort of almost like a pitch, like something that, you might send to a client. Okay. And then I was thinking like, for the amount of money that somebody would charge for this thing, right? This project, right? Like a website that has just 5 pages of, content or whatever. Like why would you go super duper involved? Like I'm all for it, but like at the same time though, I think there's like a disconnect between like me as a developer and some of the people that I work with and the clients that I have. And it's like, I don't think the client exactly knows what they want sometimes. I think it's like they're hiring somebody and they want them to kind of like make some of the decisions or at least give them insight into like what might be a good idea. And I think I wrote on here like my thought on web dev clients, like I'm being too involved, is because I'm giving like too many options almost. Like I'm asking, and like it's me and like, again, the people that I sometimes co-work with or whatever. There's just too much. There's too much there. It's like the answers to the questions are kind of important that you're asking the client, but at the same time, like they might not even understand why you're asking the questions, and it's good to educate, but it's just a weird thing. All I'm saying is like, I want to try to streamline the processes. I want to put them like step by step, but I want them to be as streamlined as possible because it's always easier to expand. But like when you give somebody too much information, I think I'm guilty of that. Like I just like to try to tell people everything, and it's like you can't tell people how to run before they understand how to walk, if that makes sense. That's a really simplistic analogy, but that's what I mean. And it just kind of messes with me, I think, sometimes, because I think everything gets too involved and too like just blown out of proportion almost in the sense of what it should be. Like I'm trying to build websites like FBP and like my personal website that have courses and blogs and videos and logins and e-commerce and all this stuff. And then like you have like a very simple website. It's just unnecessary. Like it's like, yeah, there's definitely questions and definitely things that you should care about with a website. But ultimately, if the client doesn't really care about that or doesn't know about it, or they're not there yet, then you can't really ask those questions. Like I don't know, it's just really tough. So I'm always learning with that. That's probably the toughest one, honestly. The other stuff is difficult because it takes so fucking long to build an audience. And I just realized that today. I looked and I was like, how long have I been doing these daily live streams? Not every single day, but I would say like 95% of the days. I have been doing this every single night, almost every single night, since April 20th. That's like, what is that? That's going to be in 4 days. That'll be 5 months. That's crazy. Like, I'm just talking about what I'm doing, right? Only getting like a handful of watches live, and then like apparently like between 30 and 100 views afterwards. I don't know if that's true or not, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just interesting that like, and it's on multiple platforms and stuff like that. Like, it's just hard to build an audience. It's definitely hard to build an audience without having searchable content and without promoting it. And, obviously, like, nobody's Googling, MJS Daily Recap and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, it's just, there's so many hurdles. Like, there's so many things that you have to do that people don't understand. And that's, again, the one of, like, going back to the other thing, it's tough to say that you can simplify stuff when things aren't fucking simple sometimes. It's like, I mean, you can boil it down to just consistency, good content, searchable stuff, like all that sort of stuff, trying to play to algorithms and all that. But at the end of the day, I mean, you need to get, you're trying to buy attention in a sense, or, work for attention. And the worst thing, though, that you can do to kind of end that piece of it with this is that the biggest mistake I think you can make in that situation, or in the situation that I'm in, biggest mistake that I can make is thinking that the content that I'm doing, the stuff that I have to say, the knowledge that I have isn't valuable. It 150 fucking % is. It's just not being broadcasted and displayed in the right manner. Like, there's definitely like 1,000,001 ways I can make that better. Like, for instance, I could try to get it in front of people that would care more. The worst thing that you could think is like putting something out to like your 300 friends or whatever, and like only 2 people give a shit. Well, those 300 friends are like a hodgepodge of random people that don't really give a shit about, like, there's people that I know personally that are probably never going to care about anything that I have to talk about here, just because that's the type of people that they are. They're not going to care about entrepreneurship. They're not going to care about getting better as a person. They're not going to care about personal finance. It's fine. Like, this content isn't for them. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to make content for everybody. However, it is difficult, and it's borderline discouraging. Not necessarily for me because I understand it, but I still fall into the trap. It's borderline discouraging when you're putting shit out there and you're not getting enough in return, in a sense. Like, you don't feel like you're getting enough in return. And the reason, again, is because, like, I'm just not at the point where I'm pushing the shit to the right audience, I feel like. On Facebook, it's only if you like the page, basically. On YouTube, it's like basically nothing because it's some subscribers, and that's not really what they subscribe for, and, all that sort of stuff. So Twitch, occasionally, maybe pop up somewhere or something like that on, like, recommend. I don't even know how that works necessarily. People find you, but mostly it's bots anyway. The point is that there needs to be a little bit more, and I'm not doing those other things. Like, I need to have searchable, good content on my YouTube channel so people find that video and then be like, oh shit, like, I put up a couple of videos one video really on Aslo. It's gotten a lot of traction because people look for Aslo and then they see that, oh, I'm making that content, but I only made one video, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm subscribing because I want more, and I have another video to make, and it's just like, it's those types of things. It's like association. It's like, oh, this was cool that you did, now I'm going to follow you because of that, and then maybe more of that. So the point of the story is these recaps, I think, are extremely vital, and I'm not going to stop them, but they're not going to generate an audience. And at the end of the day, it takes a really long fucking time to make an audience, and there's just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things that I'm doing, and it just takes a lot of time and effort. So, yeah. I'll come back to that in a second. I don't really want to talk about this that much, but my thoughts on, like, political knowledge and debate. There's so much toxicity in the world, and I was thinking about it today. Like, I don't even like it. Like, there's a potential chance that I'm probably going to be, like, put in a situation here soon where I'm going to have to kind of, like, be that type of a person. Like, I'm going to have to talk about that in, like, on probably, like, an FVP episode. And, like, I don't really like that per se. Like, just because, like, I'm not really educated enough on it. I had like a really good point on this, and I can't remember, but, like, I'm not educated enough on it because I just don't care. Because, like, at the end of the day, I feel like it does matter, but it doesn't matter that much to me because I just do, the shit that I'm doing, and I just try to stay away from it because, like, there's only so much that you can consume, especially nowadays, before you're totally brainwashed one way or the other, right, left, or whatever. Like, I don't understand how you could possibly watch the news and be, like, kind of like a moderate per se, because there's just shit everywhere. Like, unless you watch both channels and we're actually trying to stay in the middle. I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't matter. I like I said, I had a point about that. I can't fucking remember it, and I don't want to talk about it because it's exhausting. So we'll see what happens there. And it's just been a terrible year as far as all that goes, but whatever. I guess the last thing here, the last couple things, is just, like, sort of like my demeanor today. I actually feel like I got a decent amount done today based on all the things that we went through here. But I just felt like some days, like specifically today, because I was thinking about it a lot, like, I was doing things, but I was also just feeling like shit. Like, I was thinking about a lot of problems that I kind of have but could arise or whatever. And it was just like, the idea of not really making any money right now from these things because it just takes so much fucking time. The idea of needing somebody to help me with these episodes so I can scale and do other things, right? So I can, like, this is working. Like, the content is working to some degree. I need to push that to somebody else. Somehow get that time back. Find the next thing. Not like the next thing, like, I'm not going to make any more fucking companies, but, like, the next thing in FBP, or start the next project or something, or next iteration of one of these things. Get that going, and then maybe push that to somebody else. Like, I think that's kind of the idea, just to scale or anything like that, especially when you're small. And I haven't done that yet, and I think about it every day, and it doesn't happen because I have this real big problem where I feel like every day is like a fucking year, and if I don't get something big accomplished, then it's like, wow, that sucks. I didn't, like, do anything, It's terrible. But yeah, that's one of the big problems, is that I just, I was thinking about that. And then also, I don't know. Like that was the big thing. Money is always a concern. We gotta start like generating revenue from these things. But at the end of the day, though, like these aren't things that I should really be giving a shit about. Like I should just be working, like, because honestly, like if I'm not spending more money than I bring in, then it's going to be fine. And ultimately, I have to just believe in the idea that I just need to work. Like if I just consistently work, put out this content, everything like that, and try to help people and do all the ideas that I have and focus on, providing that value. I know that it's going to work. It's worked for so many other people, but it's just tough. So, yeah, but I don't know. I think I had more. I can't really remember exactly what it was. I'm also getting kind of tired now. But the other thing that I'll say real quick is about like the workout stuff. So I used to work out with like a group of dudes semi-regularly back when I had an employer. And that was good. I really enjoyed that. I still play hockey all the time. I play about 3 times a week or whatever, and that's really good. I think that's important. But like I went in the gym today and I just felt like shit. I was doing some deadlifts, some squats and stuff like that, and I just did not like it. I'm just weak. Like I don't know. It's bad and it's really annoying. And Amanda, like I said, she's going crazy. I'm so proud of her for the stuff that she's doing. But I feel like I need to get that back into my life. And here's one of the things. This kind of goes back to what I was saying about like just today. I have this real problem where it's like I wake up and I'm like really, really active and like, or really, really like energized and ready to go, and I can just tackle shit. And then sometime around like lunchtime or a little bit later, I'm like I was like today, like completely lethargic, especially when I have something later in the day. If I don't have anything at all, I don't have to leave my house, then normally I'm okay. But if I have something later like hockey or this, I was hanging out with Amanda tonight, like between the hours of like 2 and 4, 2 and 5, it's just like I was literally sitting here on my floor. And I like had some things that I could have done. I always have things that I could do. And I was just like scrolling like on Facebook and like TikTok and stuff like that. And I just felt like shit. Like I wasn't enjoying that. I think I need to work on that. I think like there's nothing wrong with that. But like I just feel that if I'm going to be doing that, I should probably just go to sleep and like, get some rest or something like that. Or I'm not. Here's the thing though. I don't actually think I'm tired. I think what I need is like either a jolt of energy, like some endorphins, like so like go for a run or go to the gym or something like that for a little bit, and then come back and play or come back and work rather. I think that, or like, I don't know, just something. I need to do something. Maybe be more creative during that time. I read a really good post. That's that. Let me. I don't know if we should end on that or whatever, but like I will. It might basically be the end here of this one. Let me go to it real quick and I'll pull it up for you because there's a really good thing that I saw from somebody. Oh, shit, that's his profile. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let me share it over. So here's what we got. So like this was crazy because this was like, this happened like right as I was thinking about this. So it's like, don't give it 100%. It's a lie and it could hurt your business. Here's what I mean. When people say give it 100%, what they're saying is give it your all. But you can't do that all the time. We have high productivity times and high creativity times during the day, and they happen in spurts. For instance, my high productivity time is 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The rest of the gaps are creative time. If I'm focused on 100% effort during my creative time, it would stiffen my creativity. By understanding the difference between your productivity time and your creative time, your business will skyrocket. Don't shoot for 100%. Focus on the results. Okay, so I don't know this dude. Maybe I should. I think he's probably over. It says follow, so whatever. It doesn't matter. But the point is that this line specifically, I was like, I don't wake the fuck up that early, but I think that I might need to think about this a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I might need to realize like, okay, maybe if I wake up at 10 o'clock, then 10 o'clock to like 1 or something is my 10 to 1 is like my productivity time. I think that would be kind of true or something. I don't know. And then like, I'm definitely kind of productive at night as well. Especially it seems like when I come home, like, again, like after hockey or whatever, like it's like I had some like fun. I was running around and stuff like that. And if I'm not super tired from the day, then I can get some stuff done. Occasionally I'll play fucking Call of Duty, which is a terrible idea, but that's just a bad decision. But as far as like assessing when you're productive, when you're creative and all that, and when it's best to do one or the other, or kind of like operate in that manner, I think that's pretty insightful. And that's what I put on that post. I thought it was insightful. But just that, I'm just every day is a lot of fun and a lot of like, I don't want to say struggle, but kind of a struggle. Like, it's a lot of fun doing all this. And at the same time, it's like, I'm just really pretty hard on myself because I always want to try to get better, obviously fueled by progress. But it's just, there's just a lot that kind of goes into it. And it's, I don't know, it's rewarding, but it's just at the same time, there's a shit ton of stuff that always needs done, which again is fun to tackle tasks and improve and scale. But at the same time, it is just, it can be very daunting. And, I think it's all part of it, obviously. I was thinking about it, and anytime this conversation comes up, I can't remember when I said it to myself today or whatever, but like, I'm so glad that I'm not where I was. Like, again, it's me, not the job, not the place or people or anything like that, but like just knowing and understanding, like, I would rather be where I'm at now 150 times out of 100, just because that even though this is shitty at times, like, it makes, like, I kind of make myself feel shitty about the, how like little I feel like I'm doing or whatever, or like where I should be. Which is not good, and I'm trying to fix that. No matter how shitty that does get, like, at least I'm working on things for me, by me, things that are going to make me, I don't know, better, or just, and just kind of improve other people's lives too. I don't know, just things I believe in, things that I care about, things that are for me, and, just working on my own stuff, my own businesses, because I know that I can do it. I really do. And I know that a lot of other people can do it. And that's why I'm trying to, persuade. That's not really a good way to put it. Just like open people's eyes to the fact that if they want to do these types of things, they can do them as well. And just share everything that I'm doing, because I don't know. But yeah, there it is. Fucking Warzone. Oh my God. I make bad decisions. I suck so fucking bad at Call of Duty, and every fucking night I get on there and I play for hours, and then I go to sleep in the middle of the fucking night, and then I wake up early, or I don't wake up early, I wake up late. It's I'm so bad at that fucking game. It's so sad. Also, I have your mango sour strips, buddy. Nobody likes those fucking things. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to plug Sour Strips again. Go to sourstrips.com and go there and buy that. I appreciate everything, like I said, Max Tuning has done for me. Do not buy the fucking mango ones. They suck so bad. This guy in the chat is the only one that likes them. And I don't know why. They just smell like weird tropical fruit. And obviously mangoes. And it's not fun. So, not yummy. Yeah, Dylan, you'll try them out. You'll be like, yeah, it'll be gross, dude. You won't want them. But all right, well, I have to make bad decisions, I guess, and go get headshotted 30 times. I've been sniped. Yeah. So, all right, but this has been good though. I feel better. I know tomorrow's gonna be a great day. We're gonna get a lot of stuff we can do, and I don't actually have to do any podcast work tomorrow, and I don't think I really have anything on the schedule other than a call in the morning and then promote the episode later. So hopefully we can get a lot of shit done. Hopefully I'll have some updates for you on like a website or something cool, something to show. That'd be great. But anyway, I appreciate the support as always, guys. Thank you so much. And I will talk